It's time for the Way Black History Fact, and today's Way Black History Fact is sponsored by Underground Beach Club. From the streets to the beach. For the latest in beachwear, visit undergroundbeachclub.com. We're going to talk about the first Black woman to actually make some real headway in running for president. She was almost assassinated 3 times, and we're going to share a story with you. Shirley Anita Chisholm was born November 30th, 1924 through January 1st, 2005. She was an American politician who in 1968 became the first Black woman to be elected to the United States Congress. Chisholm represented New York's 12th congressional district, a district centered on Bedford-Stuyvesant, for 7 terms from 1969 to 1983. In 1972, she became the first Black candidate for a major party nomination for the President of the United States and the first woman to run for the Democratic Party's presidential nomination. And she was a Black woman. Throughout her career, she was known for taking a resolute stand against economic, social, and political injustices, as well as being a strong supporter of Black civil rights and women's rights. By the way, this reading comes from Wikipedia. It's important to say that. Born in Brooklyn, New York, she spent ages 5 through 9 in Barbados, and she always considered herself a Barbadian American. She excelled at school and earned her college degree in the United States. She started working in early childhood education and became involved in local Democratic Party policies in the 1950s. In 1964, overcoming some resistance because she was a woman, she was elected to the New York State Assembly. 4 years later, she was elected to Congress, where she led the expansion of food and nutrition programs for the poor and rose to party leadership. She retired from Congress in 1983 and taught at Mount Holyoke College while continuing her political organizing. Although nominated for an ambassadorship in 1993, health issues caused her to withdraw. She garnered 10% of the vote at the Democratic National Convention in 1972. And though she failed to win the nomination, she was forced to survive 3 assassination attempts during this presidential run. Some say her bid laid the groundwork for future presidential bids by women. In 2015, Chisholm was posthumously awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom. So, the thing that stood out to me about this story is that there were 3 assassination attempts, 3 attempts on her life in the 70s, which to me, the 70s feels like the modern era. Like I can reach out and touch someone who was born in the 70s or born in the 60s, you know. And this was after, you know, Dr. King was assassinated. You know what I mean? Like it's more modern. And I feel, I obviously I don't have no proof, but I feel like these assassination attempts were because she was a Black woman and was...
I think more importantly, because she was a Black woman that they had to feel had some influence, that had a shot, you know what I mean? That could really change people's minds about what was possible, inspire those who came after her to try the same thing, right? If she was not influential and didn't have that kind of impact, why even try? Yeah.
Well, I'm appreciative of the groundwork that she laid.
God bless.